Yep.
We're back again. After some time. Again. Not too long. I don't know how long it was since last time.
Like 4 or 5 days, I think. But still, but they don't know because the video is getting uploaded till tomorrow. So.
Every day. Yeah, but they don't have to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, since it's so close to election period, except we don't live in America, but still, it's still relevant.
Fun to talk.
Yeah. We thought we'd address the other candidate in a two-party state, which is Kamala, right? Because she's kind of been in the limelight because Trump went to Rogan's podcast and that blew off.
Yeah.
And now, right, she didn't go, and then, everything there happened. So you watched the whole thing,
I mean, I still have hope that she might come back in the last couple of days, I think. Like, why not today, right? I don't know. Today, tomorrow, Monday, I don't know. No, but Monday is too late, right? Like,
yeah, that's maybe...
I mean, Tuesday is election, right?
Yeah, that's
true.
But
when will
they won't be able to post
one day they will change it,
Yeah, I mean, Sunday and Saturday would be a good time to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because
everybody's talking or thinking about it the entire USA of the world, and everybody's home.
Yeah, and if she does it close to, like, the day before, I mean, as long as she doesn't embarrass herself, right?
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't go terribly, then she will do a lot better. So, because I think
like it's not going to be like questioning her. It's mostly like I think it will be mostly
as long as she doesn't
knowing her as a person, right?
Yeah, knowing her as a person, and then also talking about the main policies, how they make sense, right? Like what they want to do. Because that's what they did for Trump, right? They talked about him, but they also talked about his
what
major...
he will bring changes, what he will do.
Stuff about immigration and stuff like that. So how they can realistically do these things, because I think Rogan will definitely ask him something, right?
Yeah.
Or ask Kamala something. If she comes up with something about, probably they would talk about immigration, right? Because that's one of the controversial topics.
Yeah.
And then Rogan will be like, okay, but what do you think about the border and stuff like that? And then she will go, oh, this is our plan. And then he will go, that's not possible. Probably. Because it's very...
That's what I'm thinking. What will she answer to all these questions? Some things are absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way of escaping, kind of,
That's the problem. Unless she has a good reason and a good explanation, he won't bite, right? Because he will never appeal to any politician, right? That's the Rogan way of doing things. Like, if Donald Trump says something stupid, that is definitely stupid, right?
Yeah.
He will call him out on it right away. He doesn't care if he's Trump or Kamala or anything like that. So if Kamala comes in and just makes dumb remarks about an idealistic world, then she will get called out. And that might be a fear.
Yeah.
Because of how,
But also she's an attorney, right? She basically has
she can speak.
Yeah.
She can speak for herself. It's just as long as she doesn't cross those controversial topics, that might not be the best solution, right?
Yeah.
Because there's big conspiracy theories about the immigration,
Going to the swing states.
Yeah.
Especially.
So the immigration, about how illegal immigrants are coming into the country, right? Mm-hmm. How many? What do you remember the number?
10 million or so.
Yeah, plus.
Plus, not minus probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are coming into the country and then they're being shipped off.
10 million from 2019, it seems, something like that.
Okay, but is it a sum or per year?
I think total.
Okay.
Still 10 million is a lot in a 350 million population, right?
Yeah, it's a huge chunk.
I mean, minimum is 10, like it could be 25 max, right?
Yeah, so that's definitely something that I think that Rogan would ask about. Like, if you bring in that many people, you send them to swing states, and you're trying to make them able to vote, and you bring them benefits.
And no need of voter ID.
Yeah.
Or the citizenship, or anything.
But you do need a voter ID too.
Yeah, I mean, that was the craziest thing. Like, JRE once came to the Trump stuff. He literally...
Rogan's podcast.
The Rogan's podcaster. He said, like, Kamala Harris is suing one of the governors in Virginia, I think, state of Virginia, I guess, for the governor basically made them fill a form. All of them fill a form. If they are not citizens, they cannot vote. So he removed 1,500 people from voting because they are not citizens of USA.
Yeah, which makes sense.
So
Any country.
She's suing as a rightful thing to do from her side. So yeah.
It just kind of shows what the idea is. I think if Joe Rogan asks that question, I think she's got a lot of things to do to not dig her own grave if she manages to do that, because there's a lot of things kind of going against her, and she would have to explain her way out of it in a way that made sense so that he doesn't pick up on it. So that's definitely something that can be dangerous to do that close to the election, right? If they do it on tomorrow or
but
on
I think
Sunday.
it will be, if she comes, it will be really good, I think, for her and her party. Like, it will be a good conversation, I think, to people to know her better and stuff, for a huge set of audience who probably at this point don't like her.
Yeah.
Which is Joe Rogan's audience, I would imagine.
Yeah, mostly.
After the Trump and JRE events, think like.
Yeah, and they haven't even had Tim Waltz, right?
Yeah, I don't even know that guy, so.
Yeah, I mean most people don't either, right?
Yeah.
I barely know him. I just know him as a old little guy. I always say Waltz instead of Waltz. It's
JRE Evans' wife is who? Indian.
Yeah.
Like, okay, whoa. There's so many Indians, man.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Vivek guy, Chammat also joined Trump.
And then Kamala herself.
Obviously, the elephant in the room, but yeah.
There's a lot of people coming in. Are you proud or are you not?
I mean, I don't know. It's awesome though. Yeah.
What did you contribute to?
What did I contribute to?
It just shows that even you can become president of United States.
I mean, but these people are there forever, right? Like,
yeah, that's true.
They're born probably there.
That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got people like Schwarzenegger, right? Who?
Yeah, I mean, but.
He became a governor.
Not that, but sure.
Yeah, you're not him, but you could be him.
Yeah.
You could be Arnold. So yeah, it's possible. But yeah, I think it would be a good idea if she went, because it would definitely elucidate the way that she is in a more clear light. For better or worse, I think either way it would just reveal how she is.
Yeah.
Which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing.
So it's not like answering questions, answering like all the questions that they are going to ask and torture. Yeah. It's just like conversation between two grown people, adults, I guess.
Yeah. So that's what he wanted. So hopefully that can occur in the next 2 days. That's the only time they have to do it. I mean, today is Friday, right? Maybe today also is a chance, though. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I really wish that happens, though. It's a good also fair play, right? Like for both the parties to come and talk to the same person. Yeah, and it shows that Rogan is neutral. Not only talk to the same person, but the thing that he also talked about, for at least in the Konstantin Kirsten podcast. Yeah, it started at 20 minutes. Yeah, I saw like a 25 lot of it, yeah. Yeah, so what they talked about is two major things that is really cool, actually, which is, I mean, the first one is about Kamala, how they wanted to bring kind of, not guards, but safety people with her into the room so that they could brush away certain topics and stuff like that. Like moderate the conversation. Modulate is not the right way. Moderate the conversation to some degree. So that's something he didn't want to do. So that's also something that Rogan definitely would help with the fact that he's neutral to both sides. Yeah. Because he just has a set value, like he has his values, and that doesn't really mind. He doesn't really care what you think either way. He's just kind of consistent with his own values. So if you're on this side or that side, Democrat or Republic, he doesn't care. Yeah. Right. So that's something that's really great, if he manages to bring both of them. And the second thing they talked about in the podcast, I didn't with Konstantin, was the fact that the 3-hour-long conversation stuff is clearly more popular than like debates and stuff. Yeah, basically you see, right, now both of them last 2 weeks went to every podcast that's out there. You know? And it shows that people want more a 3-hour-long conversation about the person that they're voting for rather than snippets of moderated
edited, highly productionized version.
debate. Yeah.
Polished version.
Yeah, in a TV, right? On TV. So that's definitely something that makes sense. And I hope that becomes the case, that people want a long form conversation rather than snippets of information. Because it makes the candidate feel more real, and also they can't fake it, right? They have to be real.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can't fake it for 3 hours. You will make a mistake eventually, or people will catch you doing it, right? So that's something that I think that was really cool. It kind of brushes on the thing that we talked about last time, which was that having a conversation after he's elected as well, to hold him accountable to his promises, is also a great idea.
Yeah.
So just keep having him there. So that's at least my thoughts on the situation right now with Kamala and the podcast, and podcasts generally with regards to press, like elections and politicians.
Yeah. I mean, soon it'll all be over by next week start, and it'll be fun after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it takes for the votes to count. I said 2 weeks last time, but I wasn't sure.
Check it.
How long for votes to be counted?
When we will know the result, right? Roughly.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably a better search. When will we know the results of the 2024 presidential election? Oh God, there's a lot of talking around the topic. God. BBC, a really simple guide to presidential election, and then there's like paragraphs not addressing the point at all. I just want to know, when can I vote and when do I get the result?
Yeah.
That's all I want. Even though I don't vote. 42 minutes ago. All of these are really recently posted, by the way.
Wow.
Like 40 minutes ago, 2 days ago. 9th of November, which, okay.
Really?
Share the vote that was okay, when each state reports election results.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta click on each of them. Oh, some of them haven't decided, I guess, yet.
Okay. Roughly what is the thing? Go back to the bigger picture.
Oh God, it's so long. This
roughly what is the date? Overall 20th now? Roughly? Just see all the orange boxes. Without going in. Backside there is one number, right? Like.
Yeah, it was around 9th of November.
Really? That soon? Okay.
But I don't know what that date means. There's so many. This is the most convoluted way of putting it. Oh my God, there's a bunch of graphs that just shows when each state would report their own numbers.
So see the last date, which state will report the last. So it's just the name of the state, not the date. Okay, fine. I thought the date is all.
But it seems to be around 9th of November, around 10 a.m.
So it'll all be over in less than 10 days then. Wow.
If that's true.
Yeah, I mean, we will know by the end of the month, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We will at least know it by the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find things just quickly looking at it.
So, I mean, that's the political talk that we also to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it could be also cool to see some of her policies, right? So we go to her website, or at least I went before we started recording, and I just briefly read across a couple of topics that seemed more interesting. And some of them were decent, actually. I haven't read Trump's policies, but I read some of Kamala's. So the ones that I had time to read about was making rent more affordable and growing small businesses, which I think was the more cool ones. And then there were some vague ones, like bringing down bad actors. They say Big Pharma.
Oh, did you hear about...
I heard about what?
The Tony Hinchcliffe said something.
Oh, no, the Puerto Rican joke?
Yeah, I came to know through that two guys in Joe Rogan, right? The UK guys.
I just got it on a clip of it.
Yeah.
Because it was only the joke, and I thought it was a good joke. It was just because I didn't know the context. I just saw Trump 2024. I was like, oh, they're doing another sketch like they did with the Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I thought it was initially. And then he talked about Puerto Rico. It's a big garbage patch in the middle of the ocean. Oh wait, that's just Puerto Rico. Yeah, stuff like that, which apparently gained a lot of negative feedback.
I mean, Joe Rogan was saying to him, it seems like, whenever it's not a comedy show, don't do comedy. It's not going anywhere. So that's what Joe Rogan was saying, like he's getting fucked right and left, it seems. That's what I
but I also think that that's kind of his way of talking on the stage. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I mean he's the best insult comedian. You know, if you guys do not know who Tony Hinchcliffe is, like he's known for roasting. He's considered to be the roast god. Basically, his style of comedy is insulting people. Basically, whoever it is, you know.
No matter what.
Irrespective, he's like a fast going car ready to crash, knowing that there is no brakes. Like he knows that he's gonna crash, but he fucking guns it still anyway. So it's like,
so he got a bunch of backlash because of that. But I think also when you are a comedian and you bring a comedian to a show like that, he's going to make jokes because that's how they've always been. Like as a person, they make jokes, not just on stage.
Yeah.
Because comedians are like that generally. If you brought Bill Burr on, he would make jokes too, right?
Yeah. He's at this point is too much into his family that he doesn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, that's Bill Burr. But
he just turned off. But speaking of him, right? Like he turned off all the news, social media, everything. You know.
When?
Like for recently? For a while.
Okay.
Last from the COVID time till now.
Okay.
He doesn't do anything that is relevant to the current hottest trending thing. You know, which is a low hanging fruit for any comedian, right?
That's true.
But he's so good at his craft that he's still coming up with material, no problem.
Yeah.
Still funny, but not talking any of the relevant stuff. Still being funny. Like that's like a lot of skill over the years. Yeah, he's one of those guys I look up to because for him, like, success came too late, you know. At the age of, like, after 40, he married her. After 40, only he became, like, really, really famous. Like, he started selling out arenas and stuff.
And then acting.
Yeah. Whatever movie he said, or a series, it's going to be a freaking big hit.
Yeah, it was in Mandalorian. I saw him.
Yeah, a lot of them, though. Mandalorian, Breaking Bad, I think, I don't know, but...
We don't watch a lot of series.
Yeah. A lot of movies. King of Staten Island, he acted. That I saw because of him. I like to see movies rather than series because it ends. You know, when it ends.
It eventually ends at some point.
Yeah, within 3 hours it will end up. If it is series, my life will be destroyed on that.
That's the problem. And that's the thing I struggle a lot with, actually. Like.
But do you watch series, though?
Not at all, because...
Then? How do you struggle? Like
no. The reason I struggle with it is because everyone else watches the series, right? So when you go to talk to them, and they can't think of anything to say to you.
Shut the fuck up! Dude, my friends used to torture me and show me like the anime, you know, Japanese anime. Oh my god, all of them, man. The one thing they made me watch is Death Note. That's the great one. I think I liked it though, but then I stopped it there. But yeah,
for me it was
so hard.
Attack on Titan was one of those.
Okay.
I watched
forced peer pressured.
I think one season, and then and then Sword Art Online was also another one. And then I just never ever I watched I actually watched one season of the Sword Art Online, which is the furthest I've ever watched of any series.
I mean, I am watching Game of Thrones now because
why?
Just for the story of it. Not now, as I say. When I was studying masters, I binge watched the entire series. It was over a long time back.
Oh, to keep your sanity.
Yeah, it was the entire. No, because it's like considered to be one of the greatest productions, right? Like it was so good though. It was so good actually. It's very very deep character. You'll appreciate, right? I like stories, right? Like it's really well made. Then House of Dragons I started watching, and I watched one veterinary series called All Creatures Great and Small. That's awesome though. I still watch today. This current series is happening now. So it's awesome actually. It's about a veterinarian called James Herriot and his clinic in Skeldale in UK.
Skeldale?
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. So
never heard
it's
of that.
Awesome though. It's awesome, man. Like it's during the 1930s, 40s, you know, when the World War II
it's
happens.
like a Okay, I thought it was like a life.
No, not the modern one. Yeah. It's like the it's 1940s. Very famous veterinarian. He wrote a book also of all the stories, all the James Herriot, all creatures great and small, several volumes of it. And then 1970-80 they made the series. It was a big hit. 1970-80, and then now 2020 they started the
remake
of it, like the modern people. It's so good actually. I never watched the old one, but the old one is still there online for people to watch it. But I like the newer one because they have put in the work. I like the production quality. It's really good. The characters, the people who are acting are good. At least for me, that's why very biased though because I haven't seen the old one. But yeah, I love the book. I am also listening to the first book because I simply got the first book and start listening it. It's really good though.
So other than that, no series, nothing that people
and then
actually
one more
watch.
I used to watch a Good Doctor. Like
Good Doctor?
Yeah, it is about an artistic guy who became a doctor in emergency surgeon. Basically, he solves all the impossible cases, traumatic emergency through his artistic superpowers, something like that.
Yeah, the media is really popping up when it comes to they really prop up autistic people as really smart people. All the autistic people that I know, they're equally as dumb as me. No benefit.
I'll show you the trailer of it. You will see. Oh my god, what the fuck? Because I saw the trailer, I got hooked. That's why I watched the thing. But it's mostly the drama kind of a thing, less of medicine.
Is it like Grey's Anatomy and stuff like that? I haven't watched it. So
I also haven't watched it because I just saw how many episodes are there. I'm like, fuck that.
But everyone else has watched it in our class.
Oh,
and
really?
Doctor House.
Obviously.
The Doctor House too.
Okay, I don't know what is that. Yeah.
It's another one of those.
And then all the Office, Modern Family, all those things my friends torture me and watch whenever we eat, So it'll just be running the Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's just so boring for me. I don't know. I do not like it.
Yeah, the way of comedy is not great.
Yeah, it's like so bad though. Or maybe I am dumb. I don't know. The world likes it. I don't like it. I don't know. Yeah. But I liked Modern Family. Modern Family was like very funny.
I think it's because the main way the main comedy is awkward comedy, things being awkward, and I think you can just relate to it.
Yeah, it's more relatable because it's a family, right? We all have families, But this fucking the Brooklyn Nine-Nine cops, I don't understand anything. Even Office felt very weird because I don't know. Most offices are not like that. I don't know. Maybe I haven't watched enough to comment about it, but yeah, I did not like it though. Yeah,
me neither. And also Modern Family. My brother watched it a lot.
I mean, that's very funny, at least for the moment.
When but the amount of time you have to spend on just watching the whole thing, you watch almost all of it. You spend a year.
And then people rewatch it.
Yeah, that's also how.
That's exactly, I cannot understand how though.
I just die, I think.
I mean, I sometimes watch this Good Doctor again. So it's not Good Doctor, the All Creatures Great and Small.
Yeah, because it's somewhat inspirational, right?
It's so, inspirational. It's so, feel good one. You want to feel good. Like, the story will start, it's a lot of emotional thing though. It's very emotion tied up on, There'll be the housemaid who's also like a mother in the entire veterinary clinic. She kind of helps adults sort out fight. It's so emotional, it tucks your heart, and then finally every episode ends with heartwarming thing. Even when I say I get the goosebumps, so beautifully done, And then World War II happens, and then they both have two veterinarians will go to the war actually to participate in, and only one will be remaining in the clinic. He and then the housemaid and then the wife of one of the doctors, he'll have a new child also. They'll all be waiting for their husbands to come back, their doctors to come back to safely, without anything, It was so good, man. I love the thing. And the latest fucked up thing is, I started watching Jeremy Clarkson's thing. I'm rewatching 100 times, man. I never like to rewatch anything, but that series is so. Once again, it's like stars. It's very emotional and it's very feel good one,
Clarkson's Farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also funny.
Have you watched? It's funny. It's so nice. It's so good actually.
I watch parts of it. I mean, mostly I like the Grand Tour and stuff like that. But other than that, we don't watch any series. Clearly.
I saw 20 of them. Yeah.
I mean, compared to
I watched though. Let me say, I shouldn't say that I'm not watching. I started watching it. I am hooked in some of those, but I don't like also to be that way. But I rather love. Yesterday I watched the Wild Robot movie.
What? Which
Wild
one?
Robot. It's an animated movie once again.
Wild Robot.
Yeah, it's so good though. Very well made. It's going to be one of those very good animated movies. Nowadays they just make sequels after sequels, which is
that's
not good,
true.
right? But this is a very good franchise. They made it really good. It's so good actually. You think the movie is over and then it starts again. The movie is over. It's like it's very fresh. It's very new. It was overall so good, man. I loved it. It's been a long time since I said about any movie like that. It was so good actually.
Yeah, but have you watched any other Studio Ghibli movies?
No, I mean, I won't end good for me. Then I will probably failing the semester. But yeah.
Yeah, I recommend those. Just not the most recent one. I watched the most recent one, The Boy and the Heron, I think is.
Oh yeah, I was about to watch that though. But the thing is,
it's not great. It's a little bit too psychedelic.
Yeah, that's what I don't like it. I don't like anything time travel, fucking going back in past, future, or like this kind of. I hate that completely. That's why I tried to watch it, because it was highly, like rated by everyone to watch it or something. It's so good or something.
Yeah.
That's what they told. I wanted to watch it. Every time I read the storyline and then the trailer, I just get discouraged. I don't even want to watch it.
Yeah, it was a little bit too trippy for me. I didn't quite know what the objective was.
That's how most Japanese movies are,
Yeah, but at least in like Spirited Away, she's trying to get away.
Yeah, that movie is another one. Yeah, oh god.
And then Howl's Moving Castle. I recommend those. Those are good ones. I don't like anime generally, but those are good ones.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the music, for me at least, and then the art is also really good. So that's why we like them. Anyway, we talked about politics, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the outro officially.
Yeah.
For the
Kamala
Harris topic. It might not be as fleshed out. If you want us to flesh it out, please leave a comment so let us know if we should talk more about it. I know we cut it off pretty quickly, but that's because we're splitting it up into topics. We think that might be more interesting for the listener if they know what topic they're getting into when they start the video. Keeping it somewhat shorter.
Yeah, and then one other thing is, if you guys are interested in starting a business or something, we are making a lot of business-based videos, especially how to start a company, especially in healthcare. So consider subscribing, liking, and then see those videos. If it is useful, let us know. So
yeah, that'll be it. So
yeah.
And this is the outro. So
Yeah,
we'll say
thank you.
goodbye. Bye.